Sri Gurubhyo Nama children, welcome to online training initiative Ekalaiva. In the previous video, I told about the physical properties of alcohols and phenols. We have discussed about two different properties. One is boiling point, another one is solubility. These two properties depend upon intermolecular hydrogen bonding. I told about intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That is the bond that is formed between hydrogen and highly electronegative atom. So here hydrogen forms bond with oxygen or nitrogen or fluorine, which is highly electronegative than hydrogen. So based on that, I told about the solubility and boiling point. So when you compare the solubility, when you compare the boiling point of alcohols and phenols with other compounds like ethers and alkanes of comparable molecular masses, alcohols and phenols will have high boiling point because of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And in the next video, I told about the solubility. Even solubility depends upon intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Both alcohol and phenol, they can able to form hydrogen bonds with water. The lower alcohols and lower phenols, they are miscible with water because they can able to form hydrogen bonds with water, whereas when the number of carbon atom increases, in case of alcohol and phenol, in case of higher alcohols, that is when more number of carbon atoms are there, what will happen? Those groups are hydrophobic in nature. I told you, they are solvent hating groups. So they won't love the solvent, they will be hating the solvent. So they will be repelling out. So instead of attracted towards water, they will be repelling out. So they are insoluble in water. So lower alcohols and lower phenols are soluble in water due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, whereas higher members of alcohols and phenols, they are insoluble because of the hydrophobic nature of alkyl groups, higher groups. So up to that we have completed in the last video. Today we are going to talk about the chemical properties. Already we have discussed physical properties. Now we are going to talk about chemical properties. I told about alcohols where it acts as nucleophile as well as electrophile. This also I have explained in the last video. How alcohols act as nucleophile. What is a nucleophile? Electron donor, electron donating, or Lewis base, electron rich. And I told about the alcohols where it acts as a electrophile, electron deficient, Lewis acid or electron acceptor. All these things we have completed. Based on this, we are going to talk about the chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. Are you ready, children? Be ready with your notebook. Let us see the chemical properties of alcohol. We are going to talk about the chemical properties of alcohols. So chemical properties depend upon, there are two different types in the chemical properties. Properties that depends on cleavage of OH bond. Properties that depend on cleavage of OH bond in alcohol. This is one type of chemical property. So we are going to see properties based on two different types of cleavages. There are chemical properties which are based on two different types of bond cleavage. So what is the first type of bond cleavage? We are going to cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So there are some chemical reactions based on the cleavage of oxygen-hydrogen bond. We are going to cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So there are certain chemical properties that depends on the cleavage of OH bond. And there are other properties that depend on the cleavage of CO bond. So there are two different types of chemical properties. Properties that depend on the cleavage of OH bond in alcohol and properties that depend on the cleavage of CO bond. properties that depend on cleavage of CO bond in alcohol. So there are going to, what is that, we are going to have two different types of properties that is based on the cleavage of OH bond and cleavage of CO bond. So now I am going to explain. First we are going to talk about the cleavage of OH bond. We are going to see the chemical properties based on the cleavage of OH bond. Let us see the chemical properties based on the cleavage of OH bond. Okay. First we are going to discuss about the first type, that is properties depend on the cleavage of OH bond. Properties depend on the cleavage of OH bond. Properties depend on the cleavage of OH bond. We are going to cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen in alcohol. Okay. So the first chemical properties we are going to talk about the cleavage of OH bond. So chemical properties based on the cleavage of OH bond. Under that we are going to see the first reaction as acidity of phenols, acidity of alcohols and phenols. So we are discussing about alcohols here. So acidity of alcohols, acid nature of alcohols. Acidity of alcohols. What is an acid? What is an acid? Acid is a substance that has replaceable hydrogen. A substance that has replaceable hydrogen. A substance that has replaceable hydrogen is called acid. A substance that has replaceable hydrogen. Replaceable hydrogen is called acid. So here when you talk about alcohol, alcohol has acidic character. Why alcohol has acidic character? Because of the replacement of hydrogen in alcohol. Already we are discussing the chemical properties based on the cleavage of OH bond. What we are going to do? How we are going to talk about the acidic nature? By breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. Imagine when you are breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen, what will happen? Hydrogen is free. Is it not? Hydrogen is removed as a proton. Hydrogen is replaced. Is it not? Already I gave definition for acid. Acid is a substance that has replaceable hydrogen. We can replace that hydrogen by some other atoms like metals. Understand? So here in alcohols we are talking about the acidic nature by replacing the hydrogen of alcohol. So alcohol has replaceable hydrogen, that's why it has acidic character. So this is based on cleavage of OH bond. Let us see now. So this is alcohol, ROH. So what we are going to do? We are going to cleave this bond between oxygen and hydrogen. I am breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. As a result, what is happening? Hydrogen is free here. Is it not? Hydrogen is free here. So hydrogen is removed as a proton. So hydrogen will be removed as a proton. Okay. Then we are going to add sodium. So this is alcohol actually. So alcohol has replaceable hydrogen. So when it reacts with sodium, what will happen? This hydrogen is removed from here as a proton, and in the place of hydrogen, sodium is substituted. So hydrogen is removed as a proton. So we are removing hydrogen as a proton. In the place of hydrogen, sodium is substituted. So what we are getting? RONA. What is the name of this compound? Sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide. So this is the proof for the acidic nature of alcohol. So I am giving the proof for the acidic nature of alcohol. First I defined acid. What is an acid? An acid is a substance that has replaceable hydrogen. The next one, what is the concept I am going to say here? I am going to talk about the acidic nature of alcohol. Why alcohols are acidic in nature? Here, even in alcohols, there is replaceable hydrogen. How I am showing this replaceable hydrogen? By cleaving the bond. I am breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So, when sodium reacts with alcohol, what is that? I am breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. Thereby, hydrogen is removed as a proton. So, on breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen, hydrogen is removed as a proton. In the place of hydrogen, what is substituted? What is the metal we are substituting here? Sodium. So, what is the compound I am getting here? Sodium alkoxide, which is a salt with the liberation of hydrogen. So, here we are going to add, what is that? If you are going to add, what is that? 2 molecules of ROH. So, I am adding sodium. 2 sodium I am adding. So, what is that? 2 hydrogen atoms are removed. In the place of hydrogen, sodium is substituted. So, what you will be getting? 2 RONA. 2 molecules of sodium alkoxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So, H plus and H plus in both the cases, they are removed as what is that? Hydrogen gas. So, this is the proof for the acidic nature of alcohol. So, why alcohols are acidic in nature? They have the acid character. Why? Acids are the substance that have replaceable hydrogen. Here, alcohols have replaceable hydrogen because I am cleaving the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So, after the cleavage of the bond between oxygen and hydrogen, hydrogen is removed as a proton. Hydrogen is removed as a proton. So, hydrogen is a replaceable hydrogen here. We can easily remove that hydrogen. So, in the place of hydrogen, what is that? I am adding sodium. So, sodium takes the place of hydrogen. So, hydrogen is removed as a gas here. So, this is the, what is the proof for the acidic nature of alcohol. So, when alcohols reacts with sodium, you will be getting a salt, that is sodium alkoxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So, this is one reaction. The same reaction we can write for phenol also. For example, I am writing 2 molecules of phenol. This is phenol. Even phenol also has acidic character. So, this is phenol. I am writing 2 molecules of phenol. Okay. You see here, in between oxygen and hydrogen, there is a bond. I am going to cleave this bond by adding sodium. When you add sodium, what will happen? I am adding 2 atoms of sodium. What will happen? Hydrogen atoms are removed. In the place of hydrogen, sodium is substituted. So, hydrogen is removed as a gas here. So, what you will be getting? You will be getting H2 gas with the liberation of sodium phenoxide. You will be getting 2 molecules of sodium phenoxide. This is sodium phenoxide. So, you are getting sodium phenoxide as a salt. So, this is the proof for, what is that? Acidic nature of phenol. So, even phenols also acidic in nature. Phenol is also acidic in nature. So, it is acidic in nature. So, what is the proof here? We are going to cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen in phenol. Thereby, hydrogen is removed as a proton. So, here 2 molecules of phenol reacts with 2 sodium atom. So, hydrogen is replaced by sodium. So, in the place of hydrogen, I am substituting sodium because I am cleaving the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. The bond between oxygen and hydrogen is cleaved. So, in the place of hydrogen, sodium is substituted. So, I am getting 2 molecules of sodium phenoxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. One more proof is also there for the acidic nature of phenol. For example, you write phenol here. So, this is phenol. Okay. It reacts with, what is that? Sodium hydroxide. It reacts with NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Listen here, phenol is acid. Already I told you, it has got acidic character. So, it behaves as an acid because I am going to cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So, phenol is behaving as an acid. Sodium hydroxide is a base. So, what happens when acid and base combines? You will be getting salt and water. You would have studied in your lower class 10th standard. Neutralization reaction. What is neutralization? Acid and base combines to give water, salt and water. You will be getting salt and water by combining acid and base. How do we call that reaction? Naming reaction, neutralization reaction. So here phenol is having acidic character, so it reacts with base sodium hydroxide. What will happen here? Hydrogen from phenol is removed. This hydrogen combines with OH of sodium hydroxide to give water. So what is the byproduct we are getting here? Water. So I told you phenol has acidic hydrogen. I can remove hydrogen as a proton. So H plus is available there. In water, OH is available, which is negative. So H plus and OH minus will combine to give water. What is the substance? What is the atom we are going to substitute? In the place of hydrogen, I am going to substitute sodium. So sodium is substituted in the place of hydrogen. So what is the compound I am getting here? Sodium phenoxide. What is the compound I am getting here? Sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide with the liberation of water. So this is a board exam question. Very, very important question. They will be asking you about the acidic nature of phenol. Give two reactions to prove the acidic nature of phenol. So what you will say? Phenol has acidic character because when you cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen, hydrogen is removed as a proton. So any substance that replaces hydrogen can be called as acid. As phenol, as in phenol we are replacing hydrogen by some other atom. So phenol will have acidic character. What is the proof? You have to write the reaction. So phenol reacts with sodium. What is that? Hydrogen is replaced and sodium is substituted in the place of hydrogen. I got sodium phenoxide with the liberation of hydrogen. This is the first proof for the acidic nature of phenol. What is the second proof? You have to write one more reaction. Phenol reacts with sodium hydroxide. Already I told you. Phenol is an acid. Phenol is an acid. Sodium hydroxide is a base. So acid plus base gives salt plus water. So here what is that? Acid plus base gives salt and water. Acid plus base gives salt plus water. So it is a neutralization reaction. How do we call this reaction? Neutralization reaction. So these are the two reactions to prove that phenol is acidic in nature. Okay, we have seen the acidic nature of phenol by breaking the bond between O and H. The second one we are going to talk about esterification. What is the second reaction? Esterification. So what are esters? Esters are pleasant smelling compounds. What are esters? Pleasant smelling compounds. Esters are pleasant smelling compounds. How we are getting esters? Esters are obtained from alcohols and carboxylic acids. Alcohols and carboxylic acids esters are obtained from alcohols and carboxylic acids and what is that? Acid chlorides and acid anhydride So what is the next reaction we are going to see? We are going to cleave the OH bond. What is the next reaction we are going to write? I am going to talk about esterification. That is formation of esters. How do we are getting? What are esters? Esters are pleasant smelling substances. They will have a sweet smell. They will have a fruit smell. So they are pleasant smelling substances. How we are getting esters? What are the two reactants we need to prepare esters? I need alcohol and carboxylic acid. Apart from carboxylic acid, we can use acid chloride or acid anhydride also in the place of carboxylic acid to prepare esters. Again, we need a catalyst here. So we are going to use mineral acid as catalyst. So mineral acids we are going to use as catalyst, and we are going to prepare esters by reacting alcohols with carboxylic acids or acid chloride or acid anhydride. Let us see the reaction one by one. First one. What is the first reaction? I am going to write ethanol, which is an alcohol. So ethanol reacts with ethanoic acid. Ethanol reacts with ethanoic acid, CH3 COOH, ethanoic acid. So ethanol reacts with ethanoic acid. So ethanol is an alcohol. So ethanol is an alcohol. What is ethanoic acid? Ethanoic acid is a carboxylic acid, which is a carboxylic acid. Okay. Both these are reacting. What is the reagent we are using? In the presence of mineral acid as catalyst, H plus as catalyst, mineral acid as catalyst. Okay. So what is that we are getting here? OH from alcohol and hydrogen from water. What is that? Acid. OH from alcohol and hydrogen from acid will be removed as water. So OH from alcohol and hydrogen from acid will remove as water. What is the compound we are getting here? CH3, CH2, COO, CH3. What is the name of this compound? Ester. What is the ester we are getting here? Ethyl acetate. Ethyl acetate. So this is ethyl group. This is ethyl group. So this is acetate ion. This is acetate ion. So ethyl acetate is the ester I am getting here. So what is that? What is removed here? OH from alcohol and hydrogen from acid is removed as water. I am getting esters here. It is a reversible reaction. So it is a reversible. Both forward and backward reactions are taking place simultaneously. So it is a reversible reaction. So in this reaction, I have prepared esters which are pleasant smelling substances by combining alcohol and carboxylic acid in the presence of mineral acid. So what is the example I have taken here? Ethanol and ethanoic acid in the presence of a mineral acid. What is the byproduct I got here? OH from alcohol and hydrogen from acid is removed as water. What is the remaining compound? I am getting esters, that is CH3, CH2, COO, CH3, ethyl acetate, which is having a pleasant smell. So I have prepared esters here. This is one of the example for esterification reaction. Thank you, children. If you like this video, you please click the subscribe button. You will get the latest updates of our online lessons.